freedom by itself is somewhat meaningless. Freedom needs something beyond itself to orient itself. So religion helps give people a sense of how they ought to use their freedom. And when we work with religious leaders, they appreciate that, because when they only hear the message of freedom and not how to use freedom, they're suspicious of the messengers. And so we work hard to show that we're concerned not only with promoting freedom, that's essential, but also with the individual, personal, and moral responsibility that is required for freedom to bring about a good society. I think we need to ground human freedom in dignity of the human person. And I think that might be a vocabulary that all religious traditions can respect and appreciate. It may be a new way of approaching it for some, but when we talk about the importance of protecting the dignity of all human beings, that's very appealing to religious folks and to people who want to protect their traditional culture, who are afraid of freedom. You know, it's hard to blame traditional cultures from wanting to keep out all the evils that comes from the West, whether it's awful things from Hollywood or pornography and the like, and I don't blame them. That means we have to work even harder as people who hold those values, moral values, to encourage people to use their freedom wisely. You can't have human dignity if you're not giving people their freedom to make choices. So I think the proper role of religion is persuasion. It's never to coerce people into your point of view. That guts the whole moral credibility of religion. So a free society needs to let people believe whatever they like to believe and act as they like, as long as it's peaceful. So the good society, in my view, is one that's radically free, but has a rich moral cohesion, which will probably be brought about by religious people who understand properly their job is to persuade, not to coerce people. First of all, you have justice, right? Because a free market economy implies an even playing field where I exchange with you, you exchange with me, and we both feel better off. So this is fair and just on the face of it. Secondly, it protects private property rights. This is also implied in a vibrant free market economy. And private property rights are a right that precedes government. We have the right to private property, because we are human, not because we're a citizen. And so this reinforces that natural right that we have, which is part and parcel of who we are as human beings and our dignity. So private property, fairness, justice, I think these are essential ingredients and ethical inputs into the free market economy. Well, one of the ways that we see ethical outcomes from the free market is that a truly free market encourages those vendors that are honest and penalizes those that aren't, for example. So if you have someone selling items that are counterfeit, they might get away with it for a short while, but as soon as it's discovered, the market will come and penalize them. So the market has this built-in mechanism of ethical outcomes ultimately. And I'm not sure I would say that influences ethics, but it does have ethical outcomes in a truly free market. One of the other, obvious ethical things about a free market is that it's the most efficient use of natural resources. One of the principles of sort of Christianity and Judaism is good stewardship. So that's drawn from Genesis in the Bible. We should be stewards of the earth. And it's not good stewardship to waste resources. And the best way we know as humans to allocate resources is through the market. That's the most efficient way to do that. And religious people should be concerned about that. Ethics should be concerned about the efficient use of resources.